That's it, you're done waiting for January. I mean, by all means, you can wait until January to go to the gym and start eating healthy if that's really what you want to do. I'm not here to stop you. But what I am here to do is give you some tips and tricks and habits to develop now that might be helpful for your transition into the new year. If you're ready to give this whole health and fitness thing a try to get some long-lasting results and make 2026 the year that you actually stick to your goals. If waiting till January every year worked, it would have worked by now and you wouldn't be in this position again. I know it's such a weird time of year when it rolls around and we enter this phase of like wanting to be healthier and living our best life, and you have all the best intentions to get into the gym 5 or 6 days a week, to eat the salad, to eat the vegetables, to eat the fruit, but then a few weeks go by and it's rotting in the fridge and you've given up. And I just don't want that for you this year. So get ready to lock in. We're going through 10 habits that if you implement these now, over the course of the holiday season, you will guarantee your success. The first tip that will help you stop waiting until January to change everything will be to pick one anchor habit. Pick one habit that is your core thing that you're going to maintain throughout this time. This will set you up for success so that you actually feel like you're making progress and sticking to a goal that you set for yourself, whatever that is. It could be staying hydrated. It could be having 3 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. It could be hitting the gym 2 to 3 times per week throughout the holiday season, even when things get crazy. Whatever anchor goal that is, I want it to be realistic and be something that you do without fail. This is the one thing you're not giving up on, which I think rolls perfectly into tip number 2, which is to set goals that are good enough. I am a victim of this. I will set goals that are too high, too lofty. I want to hit my goals perfectly. And that just doesn't work during the holiday season when we've got so much going on. There's parties, there's celebration, there's alcohol, there's cookies, there's all the good stuff. And you need to pick a goal that is just going to be good enough. Is it good enough for you if you eat a cookie or 2 and keep it moving? Yes. Is it good enough for you if you only have 1 drink at the party instead of 3 to 5? Pick a goal that helps you feel good enough in the decision that you're making, whether it's related to your rest, your nutrition, or your fitness. Your goals need to be good enough, not perfect. Something else that I think is super helpful this time of year is maintaining a morning routine. And I'm not really like a morning routine person myself at this time, but what I mean by that is sticking to something that makes you feel good and sets your day up for you feeling your best mentally, physically throughout the rest of the day. So primarily what I mean here is don't doom scroll for 20 to 30 minutes when you wake up. Try to not be on your phone. Try to get up, get moving, get some morning sunlight, drink your water, drink your coffee, have some peace, have some you time that you can use to propel you throughout the rest of the day instead of giving your energy and attention to everyone else around you. This time can be used for the healthy habits that you're gonna carry into 2026. You could journal, you could read, you could start your day with 5 to 10 minutes of walking. You could do some stretching or yoga at this time. Whatever you choose, make sure that it is going to set your mind up for a positive rest of the day experience. Okay, now habit number 4 is don't skip meals, especially breakfast. This is probably one of the more important habits as it relates to nutrition, simply because it's going to help you keep your blood sugar balanced, keep your mood and energy levels stable throughout the day, avoid those caffeine and sugar cravings that happen later in the day if you do skip meals. We want to just make sure that you're feeling fueled throughout this holiday season rather than like you're dragging or needing a pick-me-up, and that would result in you consuming more calories or not hitting the gym or doing whatever it is that you set out to do, if that makes sense. So maintaining your meal timings is going to be helpful for so much more than just like weight related changes. Now for habit number 5, this should be no shock to you, but it's going to be move your body in a way that feels good for you, in whatever capacity you can. So like I said, a lot of us are traveling this time of year. I like to lean into that rest. I like to allow myself more rest than usual because I am visiting with family. I'm in a different environment, but I know that if I don't do any kind of movement, I start to feel sluggish and my hips hurt, my body aches. I am probably eating more sugar than usual. And so I want to be able to move in a way that is intentional for helping me feel better. It doesn't have to be with the goal of muscle building or weight loss. This could be going for a walk, this could be stretching, this could be doing some pickleball or whatever activity you like to do with family and friends around this time of year. The bottom line is we're just going to move your body even if it's not perfect. If it's not the full hour session at the gym, if it's only 30 minutes, it's something that is still going to help you feel good and stay committed to your goals and yourself. And you can honor that moving into 2026 in a way that you can feel proud of. Now, number 6, I kind of mentioned in number 5, where you're moving your body with intention, and I like to give myself more rest. during this time of year, and that is tip number 6, is to rest with intention. There is so much going on around this time of year. You're with friends, you're with family, you're not maybe having your usual solitude time to yourself, and so giving yourself permission to rest, have that alone time, take the extra 5 to 10 minutes to do whatever it is you need to do to fill your cup before you go pour into others is particularly important, and will really set you up for success, I think, in the new year, as well as it relates to maintaining boundaries and sticking to the health and nutrition and fitness goals that you're setting. And again, kind of in a similar category, habit number 7 that we want to carry into the new year is going to be checking in with your stress. This is one thing we definitely don't want to wait till January for, is trying to navigate that whole stress thing. If you notice that tensions are high, you're feeling like your temper is short, you're having outbursts more than usual, chances are it's a good time to check in, see what you need, see what kind of rest or movement or nutrition that you can give yourself that'll help you de-escalate and feel better internally and externally as well. Now, the 8th habit that we want to get into way ahead of the new year and should hope to carry out throughout the year would be just noticing and expressing gratitude more. Shedding light on the things that you're grateful for, that you're capable of, that you're able to do is going to be a really great way to highlight what you are doing and can do for yourself instead of hyper fixating on all of the things that you're not doing. Especially when it comes to fitness and nutrition, if you can highlight the areas where you already do well and enhance that, it'll make the transition to the new year and whatever new goals you're setting for yourself more of a positive experience, and hopefully feel a little bit less restrictive when you're highlighting the good instead of focusing on the bad. Now, these last 2 are a little bit of a mindset shift. It's not necessarily related to fitness and nutrition specifically, more so on your experience. Part of the joy in this journey is being able to share it with others. So tip number 9 really is getting yourself around others with energy that matches your own to the best of your ability. I understand that that's not always a possibility, but if you're able to spend time with people who want to move their body, who want to eat the nutritious things, who don't want to binge drink during this time of year, your goals need to align with theirs a little bit in order to have better success. It's not that you can't have success around those things, it's just dependent upon what your level of self-control is and your boundaries are during this time, which are all things you get to set for yourself, which is why I take it back to that anchor goal. Whatever that initial anchor goal, back to the basics thing is that you choose to stick with and maintain constant throughout will be a really good tool to use during this time to at least give yourself some sense of pride and accomplishment throughout the holiday season. The last and best tip for this time of year that I absolutely do not want you to wait until January to start to implement is to remember that you don't need to earn rest or earn your food. Those things are basic human needs. You do not need to burn off or earn the food that you're eating during this time of year. It is okay, good and well to set boundaries with that, to set a few target goals for your fitness and nutrition or your rest even. But at the end of the day, those are not things that you have to work for or earn, and you shouldn't make yourself feel guilty or punished for eating a little bit more or resting a little bit more than usual. This is a really great time of year to slow down and rest more in general and just soak up all that you've accomplished this year. Now, imagine how things will be if you walk into January feeling confident, already consistent, already feeling like your best self. With these habits, you will get there. These habits are not about perfection, they're about maintaining consistency and building a foundation that you can grow upon in 2026 and really crush those goals so hard that you don't feel like you have to restart again come 2027. By picking an anchor habit, by setting some boundaries and checking in with yourself, you'll be able to be proud of the decisions that you make during this time of year and make progress that you can actually sustain. This time of year is crazy enough as it is. Don't let your fitness and nutrition and all of these habits that you want to build be something that makes it even crazier. It should add value to your life, not take away from it. And if it's causing you more stress than what it's worth, then chances are your protocols maybe need to scale back a little bit. But don't just blow it all off. Don't wait to start in January. Pick 1 to 2 things that you can master right now so that you will feel good Build that momentum and be ready when January comes. You don't deserve to be on the back burner this year. Put yourself first. Your future self is begging you to start now instead of delaying the inevitable and pushing off all of these things that you say you want to do to take better control of your health and wellness. And obviously these habits are not necessarily one size fit all. What works for me might not work for you. I could yap for days about all of the tips and tricks and little things that you could do to make yourself have better wins and make better progress in the long term for a sustainable, healthy lifestyle. But more on that to come for 2026. If you've made it this far, thank you for being here. In the comments below, let me know if there's anything that you want to see for 2026 related to nutrition, fitness, and mindset. I'm super excited to keep giving you the tips and tricks you need so that you can have an amazing year ahead. And until next time, remember to be so dramatic about your health and wellness because strong is sexy and you are too.